For me, a personal learning network is that opportunity to get with other teachers and actually share both ways some information that you are using, and understanding that just because you're doing it doesn't mean that everyone's doing it. Like, share it so that way other people can take it and make it their own, which is what we use.
So after I get through talking to the person across the hall, I want to talk to the person down the hall, and then the person that is in the other department for me. And what I've found is the technology really helps me to grow that, because I can go out on Twitter and I can find science folks, or I can find physics folks, or I can find technology.
I've engaged very much with communities of practice called Access for Ed, and it's a place where I can go as a professional, post ideas and practice about the bring your own technology in our case, and get feedback, share documents, engage in dialogue for and against, and it helps round out our perspective of how we shape policy and how I lead in those issues for the district.
Without my network, I'd be lost. I'd be the only one like me in this building, or perhaps the district, and I'd have no support for what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, different stages in our practice, and what I'm not only learning, I'm mentoring, and the mentoring part of it is possibly the most rewarding part of it. It's another kind of teaching I didn't anticipate I'd be doing when I started casually.
My personal learning networks have so many different avenues, I guess, in a sense, and that's what's really great, that I can create different groups. I work with different folks at the regional level, at the state level, national, and international too.
And I think the first thing that I began doing for my own personal learning networks was setting up my RSS feeds and following other blogs, and also getting involved in Twitter. And those two tools alone over the last 5, almost 6 years now, have exponentially increased my learning more than anything else I've ever experienced. That nothing has proven more valuable, more timely, more personally and professionally enriching for me, as well as providing me constantly with new ideas and new resources and new learning opportunities for the teachers and the students in this building.
If I wasn't involved in a personal learning network, at the pace things are moving, I would probably be lost pretty fast. There are so many changes going on in education, so many new things that are coming out, that if you are working in isolation, you're going to be spinning your wheels a lot of the time.
Here in Uruguay, we are develop a learning community for that the teachers be responsible also their own path of the professional development. So they share in these communities their little achievement, or their great achievement, and also their concerns. They are starting to feel responsible of their development, and they are start to change their own practice and learn and generate knowledge with others in this kind of learning communities.
I love technology. I use technology in my classes. That's why I started a site for my students and to share with other teachers of English and teachers who are not who do not teach English. I advise teachers and students to use personal learning networks, because they help teachers and students improve their skills, share experiences, and to acquire knowledge on the subject they are studying. In my case, English, the English language.
Nosotros los participantes de Conectar Igualdad, una plataforma de intercambio. Básicamente lo que hacemos es dialogar distintas estrategias de enseñanza para llegar a las aulas. intercambio de estrategias. La posibilidad de intercambiarlo con las distintas regiones del mismo programa, no solo en la provincia de Misiones, sino que a todo el país, y también estamos haciendo intercambio con Uruguay, que tiene un programa similar al de Conectar Igualdad.
You know, I mentioned to colleagues in their school, oh yeah, we had a PD on Twitter. I mean, they were like, what? You did what? So there was a lot of innovation that came from ISTE, and you can't